Microsoft Inspire was the largest partner event of the year. Edgile, a gold security and compliance partner, and 2020 Microsoft Security System Integrator of the Year, was invited to speak with Sue Bone, Microsoft Identity Engineering Partner Director. The topic was modernizing cloud and legacy apps and how secure hybrid access allows companies to prioritize and standardize security controls to achieve zero trust and a strong identity foundation. Sue interviewed Edgile partner Marvin Tansley and Caitlin Hartwig, director at Edgile.
Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Marvin. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us today to share your story. We've seen a trend where customers are focusing more and more on modernizing their apps to achieve zero trust, whether it's a SaaS app, an LOB app, or a legacy app. How has Edgile approached this ask from customers? What are your top insights and recommendations?
Hi, Sue. Yeah, great question. You're right about customers focusing on modernizing applications. The big problem becomes what applications and data have the biggest priority. So Edgile's approach is to help build a strategy for risk reduction, which focuses on prioritizing controls, applications that will give the best reduction of inherent risk. So to your point, modernization of applications gets to the heart of the problem. Identity is the new control plane. Modern identity removes users and passwords from the application and turns them into claims. So Edgile works with customers to understand their business and regulatory priorities. And we do this by helping develop strategies, roadmaps, and operations plans, because we know success is more than just about the product, it's about people and process.
Well, identity is a key pillar. Customers also need to work on improving their security posture. Can you share a customer example of how this all comes together?
Absolutely. As a consulting and integration company, we love having amazing customers. They're a very dynamic company that's grown quickly. And as with all companies, they have many applications, new and old, and many changing regulations. So the question becomes where to start. Which risks are most important? Is it protection of credit card data, privacy data, SOX? The interesting aspect of this process is that it focused on on-premises and SaaS application access as we move the access behind Azure AD single sign-on to ensure that MFA was used for all authentication. By improving security controls for applications, the risk is reduced and aligns better with regulatory requirements. So due to the great engineering from Microsoft, the hardest part isn't the technology now. And the focus can be on people and process. And Caitlin's here to talk about the importance of people and process and projects to achieve the stated objectives.
Thanks, Marvin. Like Marvin just talked about, people and process is equally as important as the technology. And we really like to take a holistic approach looking across organizations. First, we need to prioritize based on that risk framework. And from there, what's key is getting people to understand the why. People need to understand their security and compliance why and how it relates to that risk framework. Because from there, they can understand why they are a priority. Once people understand the why, people are now on the journey with you. So you can implement the best technology available and educate and train them along the way and ensure that success in the long term. So to summarize, I'd say leverage a risk-based framework, prioritize and get those highest priority teams to understand the why, and then educate, get them ready for the change. Adoption will be met with a lot less resistance if you take them on the journey with you.
Microsoft's Secure Hybrid Access program helps customers accelerate their app modernization journey. We've worked closely with your team on this initiative. Tell us a little bit more about how you've built this into your practice and offerings.
It's been a great journey indeed. Hybrid access provides a bridge between on-premise and the various clouds. In today's situation, many of us are working from home and we need to safely access applications and data. Companies spent many years working to secure their on-premises environment with the idea that the majority of employees are sitting in the network. Now, customers need to think about what does it mean if everybody's outside the network? What controls are most important? It's identity. You ask yourself, is Marvin from Edgile, and does he have the right to access these things? So hybrid access from Microsoft allows companies to standardize security controls and have the benefit of the protection of Microsoft's whole ecosystem by aggregating signals to detect threats across the globe. This means centralized policy enforcement for both on-premises and cloud applications, and data have the benefit of state-of-the-art controls. In addition, with partnerships like Citrix, F5, and Zscaler, on-premise integration becomes a lot easier through the proxy. In closing, the hardest part is understanding what to prioritize, which security controls, which applications, and which data. Microsoft helps customers develop budgets to ensure successful implementations and transfer to successful future operating models. Edgile has developed a number of offerings to help both Microsoft customers and Microsoft field teams to achieve their objectives for better customer outcomes.
Caitlin and Marvin, thank you so much for sharing your story. And also, thank you for your partnership. I look forward to doing even more with you in the future.
Sue, it's an absolute pleasure to be part of the Microsoft team and ecosystem, and it's been a great journey so far. We look forward to many great stories.
Thank you, Sue. We appreciate it.